Pleasant good day, everybody. Today I will be talking about why I actually changed my water pump, why I actually dismantled it, taking down the canister filter so as to depend solely on the wind and the water hyacinth lilies that is within my pond. Now, I'm currently looking at the box in which the pump actually came. Now, the box says power 0.5 horsepower, right? That was taped. It also says 110 current, and it also says frequency 50 Hz. When purchasing a pump, especially for, you will hear a noise in the background. That's primarily because I am in the space wherein which my tanks are. They are being filtered by air pump and by power head. Okay, so you this is a external pump, right? And it's the one that is being used in my to filter my, at least it was the one that was being used to filter my ponds. I had several issues. In looking at the pump, it looks all that easy. You see, I've been breeding fish. I've been keeping fish at a large scale from 2015, and my bills have not actually changed significantly. I have been using this 280 power head. I have some issues with it because I think it has shorts somewhere in the wire, so therefore I have actually went out and purchased some more. Not using this anymore. So I've been using this. I was using this for nearly 2 years before the other day it actually was actually abandoned. Now this is an internal pump power head. Right? It's nice to filter like the IBC tank. Right? It's a little expensive, but right now, as it is at the garden store, it's out. They don't have it. I've checked several places. They don't have it anymore. It's a 280. Right? Now, important thing to note when purchasing a pump is to know the power consumption. Now, the power consumption for this is less than 20 watt per hour. Right? The power consumption for this, which is my pump that I've purchased, is somewhere in the region of 383 watt per hour. Now, when I was using this pump, my light bill was not so significantly affected. Now, fast forward 2017, 2 months ago, I actually installed this pump. I sold some fish, and being a business head in which I think I am, I sold the fish and I purchased the pump. Now, in purchasing the pump, I was so anxious, so geared up getting the 15 pounds actually filtered, that I actually ignored my own advice I always give persons out there when purchasing stuff. I did not look at the box. Now, after receiving my first light bill for a complete month, I decided I can't afford this. At 380 something watt per hour, it's very, very high. And when I work out the amount of kilowatts per month, this would end up being pretty much, so it would be 300, let's say it's 350 watt per hour. I would now have to multiply 300, let's say 300, right? 350, 350 per hour. I would have to multiply that by 24, and then by 24 I will end up get a day, and then it. So now you should have an idea as to the reason why I had to actually take this filtration system out of operation, because it was really costing me crazy money, right? What I intend to do, I had suggested the other day on the previous video that I was gonna filter every three pond with a specific power head. However, I have actually sat and I have assessed it within cost range, and realized that that's not economic. Also, you see, each pond would need to be filtered by a power head, but I said that I would do it in threes, so it would be six in total. Now, if I have two already, but if I purchase the other four, the power heads in each I would need would be at least a 180 gallon per hour. Now that 180 gallon per hour costs 4.5 per one. Now 4.5 times 4 will give you roughly $18,000. Now that $18,000 can be used to purchase a 900 GPH internal water pump, and that would do the job even better. And that water pump is far less than the $18,000. So that water pump would actually be able to filter all the ponds, and I'll be able to accomplish my task, right? And it will cost somewhere in the region of $11,000. Remember, this is Jamaican dollars. If you want to find out the US, it's times $129.67 as it is today. Trying to save monies along with actually earning money. The water, it was an issue, but I have actually worked my way around that, right? In the sense that I have placed more water lilies in the tanks, so therefore the water changes, yes, it's necessary, but it's not always done at frequency in which it should be, right? So I have mechanism in place so as to manage the water, carbon in the water, flowers in the water, which is water lily, mud, dirt, sand in the water, control nitrates and nitrites. So there you have it. That's the reason. Now my intended thing is that I would actually still use the inflow and outflow um, connections, right? I would be using a 55 gallon drum. The outlet is already preset from a long time, because I was unsure as to what I was going to do to filter. Now this is a little slow, so what I would do, I would actually put the pump and the 55 gallon drum here. The water would actually come through this little area right here. You see the bunk, right? The drum will be here. Water will be pumping, will be drawn from all the ponds, and it will go into the 55 gallon drum, and as soon as it reaches a certain height, it will overflow, and the overflow will go back into the tanks. And yes, I would have to have an overflow for all tanks, which actually leads back to the outflow, and it circulates. I think this is worth a try. It's inexpensive and it should work, right? And the aquariums inside, I'm gonna put most of the fish except for the curry catfish um outside. Now the reason why I'm placing all my fish outside in ponds is because whenever no one is here and the house is totally locked up, inside it gets really warm. So therefore the fish might be overheated, and that might just give a problem. My chorus though, I keep them because I need to literally watch them as they lay. As they lay, I have to take them out. So heat or cold, they have to stay where they are. But as far as my Jack Dempsey's and my my lyle tail high fin short tail goes, they'll be out here. um I have an update to give you with regards to the hand breeding part 2, but I will do that in the next video. I'll tell you what happened, and I'll show you what happened. Right. You have a pleasant evening. Bye bye. This is Raleigh from Fish Gripping Jamaica. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.